What is going on, ladies and gents? It's your boy Lampsy back again with another FIFA video, and today what I'm going to go over is my predictions for the FIFA 18 Chelsea player ratings. Now, obviously I'm going to be a little bit biased here, but I guess Chelsea are the champions and I feel like a lot of them should be upgraded, but let me know what you guys think. I won't be too biased, but I think you know what, I really do genuinely think what some of these Chelsea players will be rated next FIFA. But anyway, we'll get straight into it. So, the first player I just want to definitely go over is Eden Hazard. Now, by a long shot, he was easily Chelsea's second best player alongside N'Golo Kante last season. And, you know, him and Kante were going neck and neck for, you know, the PFA Player of the Year. But unfortunately, for Hazard's point of view, N'Golo Kante did win the PFA Player of the Year. Without a doubt, obviously, Kante is one of the best midfielders in the game, so I'm not too disappointed that Hazard didn't get it. But anyway, I've put him at a 90 for FIFA 18. Now, I know it's a bit of a stretch. I know he did start off at 88 rated last FIFA, and then he also did get an upgrade to an 89. But I feel like, you know, going into FIFA 18, I do believe Hazard will go up that extra one and be a 90 rated player, and it's going to be really great for us Premier League, you know, squad builders that we like to do. So I really do believe that Hazard will be able to go ahead and get that 90 rated card that we're all waiting for. Now, moving over to the middle, we've got Chelsea's new boy Alvaro Morata. Now, obviously he was only 82 rated in the last FIFA. He got an inform, and I feel like, you know, he was sort of undermined at Real Madrid last season, and I feel like he actually did a really good job. He was in double digits in goals last season as well. Definitely made an impact for Real Madrid when they did need it, and I feel like, you know, his team, you know, around him and the way that he played really played well last season. So I feel like Morata might be an 85 rated. It might be a bit of a stretch, to be honest. I was, you know, tossing and turning between 84 and 85. I'm more leaning towards 84 at the moment, but there could be a strong possibility that Morata may be able to get an 85 rated card. So I feel like that would be absolutely sick, and, you know, for him to replace Diego Costa, like for like sort of change. So I feel like, you know, that would be the way to go. So the next player who I've got over on the right hand side, I've got Pedro. Now, I feel like Pedro last season had his best season for Chelsea yet so far. I feel like, you know, he played so well, you know, playing in the top 3 last year. I know him and Willian were taking in and out last season, and then, you know, when Pedro started to play, I felt like Pedro was playing a lot better than Willian, and I feel like Pedro definitely deserves an 85 rated card, and I feel like his pace definitely should go up because he is an absolute speedster, and for, you know, FIFA to, you know, undermine him for that, I think is really poor. But obviously my idea for Pedro this season might be an 85 rated. I think he'll go up, but whether it'll be an 84 and 85, the same with Morata as well. So now moving over to the first left centre defensive midfielder, we've got Tiamu Bakayoko. Now, he's an absolute tank, and he killed it for Monaco last season, and, you know, it was one of the reasons why Monaco played really well last year. It was like the same deal as you know, how well we did last year with N'Golo Kante. So without doubt, like, I believe that Bakayoko will go, you know, beyond the 70s where he was. I think he was a 78 rate at the last FIFA, and now I think he's going to be an 82. I don't think he's going to be too high. I don't think he's going to be into the 83, 84, 85s just yet, because obviously the Premier League is going to be a much harder, you know, objective for him to come over. But I think he's definitely going to be capable of doing that. But just to start off with FIFA 18, I think he'll just go up to an 82, so he'll go up 4. And just remember, he did get a TOTS last season as well, but I just feel like 78 to 82 would be a really good, you know, upgrade for him. Now, playing over on the right side of the centre defensive midfield, we got it'll be his brother in crime now, 2 French midfielders. We've got N'Golo Kante. Now, to my eyes, and here come my biased thoughts, I really do believe that N'Golo Kante is, if not the best midfielder in the world right now. He is always going. I think the only person who I really think he would, you know, run for his money would be Modric or Casemiro, but I think Kante just does everything that you want for a centre defensive midfielder to do. The only back thing that we could probably think of would be that N'Golo Kante can't really shoot too much, and, you know, he's not known for his goal scoring ability. So that would be the only thing that, you know, is one of Kante's least favourite parts to his game. But obviously he's starting to shoot already this season, so you never know what's happening. But I feel like, you know, 86 rated I think would be very beneficial for Kante. I feel like like I said, I think he's going to be in the team of the year next year. He was a PFA player of the year, and I think that should definitely, be rewarded with an 86 rated card. So I think it'd just be perfect. I think it'd just make full sense if Kante did become an 86 rated. So now the next one that I want to go over is our left wing back, left midfielder, whatever you want to put your name on it. We've got Marcos Alonso. We've got him at 83. I feel like he definitely was the best left back in the league last year. Unfortunate for Danny Rose last season because he did get injured, but him and Danny Rose were definitely the two best left backs in the game. But I think Alonso will definitely be upgraded. He did get a TOTS as well, and he was rewarded of that best left back in the Premier League last season. And I feel like 83 rated for a standard card would probably match Marcos Alonso's game, and it's because he can just do anything on the pitch. Like, I believe that he can just play anywhere. Because if you guys have watched him play, he can shoot, he can pass, he can defend, he's got strength, he can do everything. He can head the ball, he's got a rocket of a shot, he's a crazy footballer, he's all-rounded, he's beautiful to watch, and he's just one of those players that, can just do everything. So I believe that 83 rated is definitely what he really does deserve. Now, moving over to our three centre-backs, now we got Gary Cahill. Now, I've left him at 83. I don't think he's going to go up very much, if not anything, because he had a good season, but I feel like he didn't have a standout season. He made a lot of mistakes earlier on in the first 5-10 games of the season, and I feel like that opening to the start of the season was really disappointing, and I feel like that's going to make the overall stay there. So, but to be honest, he's already started off pretty poorly this year. He's already got red card against Burnley, so I don't know what's going to happen with Gary, but I don't think he's going to go up and overall, and I don't think he's going to go down either. Another player who I want to go over is now David Luiz. Now, David Luiz and Azpilicueta were the two best centre-backs in the team last season, and two best centre-backs in the Premier League last season as well. They had a really great partnership. David Luiz was, so beautiful to watch last season. When David Luiz used to play for us back a few years ago, he used to run around and do what he wanted, but last year he was he just stayed to his position. It was just beautiful to watch, and he was doing everything right. He was an absolute trooper on the field. He'd play, and whether he was injured or not, and it was just a beautiful player to watch out on the field. And I feel like 85 rated, to go up one overall, I think would definitely be rewarded for his actions last season. And the other player that I wanted to go up as well is Azpilicueta. Now, I think Azpilicueta was the best centre-back in the whole league last year. I think he did play better than David Luiz. I think he played better than Toby Alderweireld. I think just Azpi was so good last season. He was so reliable coming from the back, especially on when Chelsea were in trouble for counter-attacks, because he's got the pace to catch up to those quick strikers. Because just remember, he was a left-back and he is a right-back as well. He's very, very versatile, and I really do believe that Azpi should be an 86 or even an 87 rated. I think it might be a bit of a stretch to get that, but anything is possible. And the ratings in FIFA are obviously going a little bit higher than what they normally are, but I feel like Azpi should be higher up in the centre-back role in the Premier League and all of FIFA. Now, moving on to the right wing back, we got Victor Moses, obviously the most rejuvenated players in the Premier League last season. He had a stellar season. He's obviously got a little bit of work to do regarding his crosses, but I feel like he's going to be, an asset to Chelsea's game again this year, and I feel like he definitely should be rewarded to an 81 rated card. He was in the mid-70s last FIFA. He did get an inform as well, and he's a really good player. Considering he was a right wing, right mid, he's definitely done a lot of work to his game to be able to play at the right wing back spot as well as he does. So I believe that he's definitely, upped his game in that sense, and I feel like Moses will have an 81 rated card next FIFA. Now, the last player on the starting 11, I believe Thibaut Courtois will probably stay at an 89, if not drop to an 88. I know he did get the Golden Glove last season, but that is definitely reliable on the three centre-backs and the left and the right wing-backs. I think Courtois didn't have a great, a perfect year. He still made a lot of mistakes. He's still making a lot of mistakes this year. He made a lot of mistakes in pre-season. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about Courtois. He makes some really, really good saves when we need him to, but geez, he makes some mistakes. But 89 rated, I feel like he might just stay. Just only reason being is because he won the Golden Glove last season, and the start of this season, I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. But anything's possible. If he's not going to go up, and if anything, he's probably going to go down. But like what I said, for him winning the Golden Glove last year, I think it's going to keep him out of jail there. Now moving over to the substitutes. Now I'll quickly go over them. We've got Michy Batshuayi. I think we'll go up to an 82 rated. I think, you know, the last part of the season, Michy played absolutely beautifully. He had a sick pre-season and he started off really well. Obviously the first week against Burnley, he wasn't really getting the service that he needed, but I think he'll go up 1 overall to go to 82. I think Cesc will stay at an 86 rated. I don't think he had too much of a greater season for him to go up. I don't think he had a too shitter of a season to go down. I just think Cesc will just stay at an 86 because he really was influential, but he wasn't always consistently starting. That's when him and Matic were like rotating. So I just think it would make sense if Fabregas stayed at an 86. Another player who I think will just stay will be Willian, because Willian did make quite a few in and out changes for Pedro, but I feel like Pedro had the better year than Willian last year because Pedro played quite a few more games and he made a lot more impact than what Willian did. But I think Willian will stay because he still had a pretty good year. I think all round all the Chelsea players played really well, and I can't see, you know, Willian going down it either. Willy Caballero obviously didn't play all too much last year, was in and out for Bravo because he was the second goalkeeper. I just think he'll stay as per usual, as most backup goalkeepers do. And then we've got Rudiger, who our new boy is. I think he had a really good season for Roma last year. He was definitely one of the senses of why Roma played actually quite well last year. And I feel like he should go up from a 79 to an 81 rated. I don't think anything too high because obviously that Rudiger, like, I do understand. I haven't really watched too much of his game, but I know we got to inform as a right back. But I think 81 rated, you know, he had a good season. I think, you know, maybe deserves an 81, maybe an 80. Let me know, you guys, if you guys watch the Serie A a little bit more than what I do. What do you think Rudiger deserved after last season? Another player who I just decided to chuck in there is Charlie Musonda, who looks like going to be playing a little bit of football, first team football this year, especially with our injury concerns. I don't think he'll go up too much. I think he'll just stay as per usual, and because I don't know what his season entailed when he was on loan last year. And then another player there, we got Kennedy, and he got brought back. He got recalled back from loan from Watford last season because he wasn't even playing for Watford. So I think he'll stay. If not, I reckon he might even drop down to a 72 rated. But I feel like it'd be nice enough for him to just stay at a 73. But other than that, that is all that I think Chelsea will be next FIFA. I know it is a little bit, a bit overrated, I guess, in that sense. But I feel like a lot of the Chelsea players last season had really good years, and I believe that a lot of the players will get really good upgrades. I know I didn't overdo them with some, but a lot of them did get TOTS cards, so anything is possible. But other than that, guys, let me know what you think. If this video smashes out quite a few likes, I'll go ahead and do another one. Hopefully, maybe with Man United, Man City, or Liverpool, one of the other big clubs in the Premier League. But other than that, guys, if you have enjoyed, please do give it a like, please do subscribe, and I shall see you guys on the next video. Peace out.